Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be making a pair of wood earrings, and this is what we are going to make, but slightly different. I made these as my practice pair. I wore them and got so many compliments in one day just wearing these. So I really want to show you guys how I created these. And you can see the back is designed as well. So the first thing that we need is our wood blanks. We also need some material of our choice. I got this at the dollar store and I thought it was so cute, and I love the bicycle here. So I did the gray bicycle on these. So now I'm going to do the green bicycle. So just cut out your green bicycle here. I'm going to cut the whole thing out. And then I'll take my wood blank and I'm going to kind of just measure out and see what I want to put here. Now you can see that it is slightly off. I don't have enough material to cover this completely. So I could do two things. I could paint this to hide it, or I can add some washi tape. And I'm going to add some washi tape. So I know I want to cut this right in the middle. So let me do that. And then to make sure I have plenty of room, I'm going to cut it again, but in the opposite direction, right in the middle. And I'm going to try my hardest to get this as straight as possible. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So go right in the middle and cut that. Then I'm going to put my Mod Podge, I'm going to put my Mod Podge on. And you don't need overlay too much. So just do a thin coat. Get rid of that hair. Okay. And then I'm going to take the top of my material and I'm going to lay it out and see here where exactly I want my piece to lay. So I want to get this right to the tippy top if I can, and then just push down on that. Then I will take my washi tape and I'm going to go right up to the very top of this material, and I will lay down my washi tape. So push that down, and then I will get my next piece. And now I want to make sure I'm lining up that part of my bicycle with the bottom portion. Make sure it just all lines up nicely. And then press down on your piece. Okay, let's do the same on this one. So I know I want my seat to show. So I'm going to get that right to the top. Press that down as well. And I want to make sure when I'm pressing down that I don't have no wrinkles on here. You don't want your material to be wrinkled up. And then I will line that up. And do the same thing. So now I know this bar here is going to have to match up with that bar. And I'm going right up to the very top of that washi tape. Okay, so now I actually got the Extreme Glitter Mod Podge, and I'm going to try that on these ones, because what I ended up doing with these was just using the regular one. But I think a little sparkle would be nice. So I am just going to do this as I would with the regular one, and I'm going to go over this And boy, I can really see that glitter already. I know I'm gonna love these. I love glitter on my stuff. I'm gonna put a nice little coat on here. And I'm making sure I get right to the edge of that earring. So I'm going over the edge slightly to make sure my piece is completely covered. Okay, so now I will just wait for that to dry. All right, so my pieces are dried, and the next step, and well, first look how gorgeous that is. I love this glitter. So our next step is going to be get a pair of sharp earrings. Let's trim off all the extra and get as close to your edge as possible. And I gotta tell you guys, if you have a dollar store near you, they are bringing out so many beautiful pieces of fabric. Check it out, because you can make so many projects with all the fabric that you get. So you will actually get 3 different types. So this one came in one with this, and then where's the car one? I don't know where the other one is, but it came with 3 different ones, and they're beautiful and they're long. So you can really make a ton of earrings or pendants with these pieces. So check them out. I'm going to finish trimming these up. And I will say that having a good pair of scissors to do this is really useful. So don't do it with a dull pair, because you'll end up pulling the material away from the wood. And look how fun are those. I love these. These are so much fun. My next thing is I want to poke a hole where my fitting needs to go. And I have, and you'll see sometimes they pull away, and you just put that back down. We're going to put another sealer on here. And anything that's sharp, I love this tool. It's fantastic for it. It goes right in. And like I said, don't worry about if that pulls away. That's okay. Okay, so now I am going to, before I put the last coat of this on, I am going to paint the back of this. And I use gray on this one, but I think we should use something else that will be a little more brighter. So I'm thinking yellow on this one. So I just have a yellow paint here. And I'll just brush that on quick. What I love about these projects with these wood earrings, you could use whatever material design you want, and you could use any color paint you want. You could really make these pieces your own. And when I made those, oops, I was going to the lake for the day, and I thought, oh, I really just want a really cute pair of earrings that I could wear and not worry about them being heavy and bothering my ears throughout the day. So I threw those together real quick in the morning, went to the lake, and got a lot of compliments on it, or on them. So really have fun with your pieces. All right, so these will dry really quick because this paint dries fantastically fast. All right, now I have my copper ink and my black ink. So I will do this in 2 different steps here. And you could use any stamp. I just happened to grab this one and I really like the way it came out. So I'm just going to put my ink on my stamp. And I'm going to line it up with my top piece here. Press that down. Oops. Oh my goodness. Do the same thing on this side, line it up. And I'm lining it up because I am going to be doubling this up with the copper and the black. So I want to make sure that it's going to line up properly. And now I'll take my black do the same thing. And this is where lining up comes in use. So now I know I lined it up because I want them just slightly off from each other. There we go. So now I have like a double look. There we go. Okay. And then I am going to do, so I just did the plain Mod Podge on that side, and I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with glitter on one side and plain on the other side. So I'll just get that out. Just put a thin layer on, and this will just protect your ink. All right, so my next step after that is going to be using my chrome paint marker, and I absolutely love this paint marker. So once your piece is completely dry, run your paint marker over it. If you notice that your paint's not coming out, just push down on the tip and get it activated, so to speak. And I love this marker because it comes out super shiny and it stays that shiny. So the way it comes out is the way it will stay. So it really edges off your pieces beautiful. Alrighty. So my very last step is I am going to put my resin on. And I love to put resin on the wood earrings because it gives it a beautiful dome. It protects it. It shines it. I just personally, that's what I like. I absolutely love it. So the back, I will not do that. I'll keep it as the Mod Podge because it will keep that nice and matte and beautiful. But the front, I want to keep all that glitter well protected. So let me grab my paper here. I have my little stick. I use this for my resin. And I do use this to put all my pieces on, but you can see how bad it is, and it shines and reflects on my camera terribly. So I like to just put a piece of paper on here to help it from not shining in your eyes. So I will be using this resin today. It cures really in a few minutes. Doesn't take very long at all. And I will put that on. And then I will just spread my resin right to the edges. I'm going to go around my hole very carefully, and I will not put a ton there. We will be re-drilling that hole, but I just don't want to put too much resin because it will go through the hole onto the other side. And this will help keep, you know, where that little part here lifted up when I poke the hole in, that will help secure it down for you. Okay, so now we got to make sure we don't have a bunch of holes, or now we have to make sure we don't have a bunch of bubbles in our resin. So I'll take a lighter, maybe, and just go right over top. And this should help pop the bubbles. And if you have any that didn't pop, you could just take your sharp tool and poke. And that should take any of your bubbles away. And before I put it under my UV light, I always like to kind of just go right over the edges again and make sure it didn't pull away. And I usually don't have too much of a problem with this resin, but I like to always double check my work. So, okay, now I'm going to put this under my UV light for a few minutes, and then we will finish these up. Okay, my pieces are out from the UV light. Look how beautiful. How gorgeous is that? I love adding the glitter to these. I mean, take a look at the difference. It's the same exact earring almost, slightly different in color, but look at the glitter, how much more that brought that earring to life. Absolutely gorgeous. I love adding glitter to things. So our last step is I have my drill, and I am just going to drill through to make sure my holes are open. This one looks like it's closed. I can still see where it is. And I'm going to go through the back and just make sure I have that open. And then I have my jump rings. I open those up. So to open them, you just take your pliers, hold, and pull open. And then put it through your hole. And then I'm going to get my fish hook. Now, the fish hooks are always facing that way. We need it to face this way. You could either add a smaller jump ring, or you could take it and turn it. And I always turn them because I don't want to put extra stuff on that I don't need to. And then just take it and reclose. And I like to take the open end and push that to the very bottom. And there, look how beautiful. I love these. I cannot wait to wear these. So I'll add a couple links in the description to where I got some of the stuff. But remember, material, go to the dollar store. You'll spend $1.25 and you will be able to make a ton of earrings with their material. And that's it. So absolutely beautiful, gorgeous pair of earrings. And you can even do the fabric on both sides if you really want to. I just love these. I really hope you guys enjoy creating these with me. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.